9 News Plus weather sponsored by Carrier Colorado. The future of home comfort is here.
Hey, happy Tuesday, and thanks so much for joining us here on 9 News Plus. I'm meteorologist Chris Bianchi, and we are looking at those conditions for us here along the Front Range. Still peskily cloudy. I'll be honest, I thought we'd have the cloud cover mostly over and done with by now, but it's taken its sweet old time getting on out of here. We will see some peaks of sunshine later on today, and by tomorrow morning we will have, I assure you, lots of sunshine here along the Front Range. Different story in the mountains, but for us here along the Front Range, still got that kind of a gray, low cloud cover overhead. Again, this is probably hung on a little longer than I thought it would, but later on tonight we will see those skies clear on out and we'll wake up to mostly sunny skies tomorrow morning. Different story into the high country. Taking a look up there, and we do have a fair bit of snow coming on down, especially west of where you're looking. This is the Eisenhower Tunnel, where you've had this basically same picture all day long. But you get to Vail Pass on west. That's where the snow has been at its heaviest and its steadiest throughout our Tuesday. So the sun sort of back for us here along the Front Range. We're certainly looking at least some peaks of sun in eastern Colorado, but the mountain snow continues, and then we'll gradually warm on up for our day or our week ahead. Winter weather advisory for the western part of Colorado does not include the Grand Valley anymore. That part of Colorado taken out of the winter weather advisory, but for most of the higher terrain above 6,000 feet in elevation, we do have a winter weather advisory that will continue until at least 6 o'clock today, if not until tomorrow morning. Now, this is really important, especially with a recent avalanche fatality in the high country. Folks, avoid the backcountry. We are looking at, in some cases, extreme avalanche danger. We've had storm after storm after storm. It's piled on up. This is exceptionally high avalanche danger for us into the high country. So please here, folks, avoid the backcountry. And I know the avalanche warning goes until 5 o'clock today. I'll tell you what, this is going to be extended into tomorrow and for probably Thursday as well, just because of the amount of recent snowfall that we've had. HD Doppler radar showing us some of that snowfall from Rocky Mountain National Park on west into the western part of the state. As I mentioned, Vail Pass on west is where the heaviest snow is right now. Monarch Pass, Vail Pass, seeing some slippery conditions. And I'll say this as well, HD Doppler radar is not picking up on everything that we're seeing in the high country at this point. There's more snow than what you're seeing here, but it's not being picked up by the radar beam because it's got to go over the mountain ranges. Meantime, the snow does wind on down tonight. Through the day today will be the heaviest and steadiest snowfall for us into the higher elevations. Tonight is when we see that snow gradually diminish as we'll lose our forcing mechanism, this area low pressure that's pushing its way on through. That will diminish that snowfall gradually overnight tonight, with an additional couple of inches of snow expected for us in some of the higher elevations, and that will round out what's been a crazy week of snowfall for us here into the higher terrain. I was just looking at some of those snowfall totals with Chief Meteorologist Kathy Sabin. We've seen as much as 70 inches worth of snowfall for us in the last 7 days into the high country. It's about 6 feet worth of snowfall, and we've still got more yet to go. Temperatures, it's been cold for us here on the eastern plains. That is thanks to that cloud cover, 20s and 30s for the most part. For today, highs, well, we may get up to 32 degrees if we do get a bit more in the way of sunshine, but right now it looks like we may only top out in the upper 20s at this point. Weak high pressure builds on in later this week, though. That will clear those skies pretty quickly here for our day tomorrow, and that will also warm up those temperatures. We're expecting those highs to get on up into the 40s and maybe even low 50s by the weekend. Tomorrow, highs upper 30s for us. We'll see mostly sunny skies. We do again have some clearer conditions for us as we get into the week ahead and also starting tomorrow. Thursday, Friday, a little bit of mountain snowfall possible for us, light mountain snowfall for Thursday night into Friday, and then for the weekend, that's when we see those temperatures really start to spike on up. Those highs back into the mid to upper 40s. We could be up near 50 degrees by the early part of next week. Picked up 1.3 inches of snow with our most recent storm here in Denver. That brings us up to 25.2 inches worth of season-to-date snowfall. That is about 4 inches above the season-to-date average. So good news there, and also, more importantly, into the high country, we're at 124% of our snowpack average right now here across the state, and that number's still climbing. This does not include the snow we've seen today or most of yesterday's as well. So what we're looking at here in terms of our season-to-date snowpack, this is our fastest start to our snow season since 2011 into the high country. So overall, hey, I know we've got still some slippery travel, avalanche concerns, no doubt about both of those, but in terms of our snowpack. We are looking great across the state right now, and also here along the Front Range, we've picked up a lot of recent snow as well. So overall, good news, and we've got a bit more snow to go before things finally calm on down starting tomorrow, and especially for your Thursday and your Friday. Chief Meteorologist Kathy Sabin, somewhere over here. She was just here a moment ago, but she'll have an update for you coming up at 4 and 5 here on 9 News, and I'll have updates for you at 6, 9, and 10 tonight on the 9 News family of networks. Once again, I'm meteorologist Chris Bianchi. Thanks for joining us here on 9 News Plus, and have a great rest of your Tuesday.